My facial hair, I shaved it into like a little wispy mustache to correspond with his, because he's got a little, you know, he always sports that. I got the sense that he wasn't crazy about the comparison.
Shit. Sì, it's malachia. Everyday malachia, everyday malachia.
Ciao ragazzi, un saluto da Luca Mastrangelo. Allora!
Is he the Malakia mad lad?
One more!
Is he the Malakia mad lad?
È lui il ragazzo pazzo malachia. È lui il ragazzo pazzo malachia.
È lui il ragazzo pazzo malachia, a.k.a. se tutto cazzat, a.k.a. vaffanculo. Oh, hold on. The first SBC of FIFA 20 is a player that we can say vaffanculo to while we're drinking a San Pellegrino, one of the best beverages. This is not an official sponsorship. This is unofficial sponsorship. The thing I love about San Pellegrino, that has this little layer on the top that prevents your mouth from getting whatever disease. I mean, these days, who knows what it could be. And then you pop this thing open, and it's an aranciata, sparkling orange beverage with 19% orange juice from concentrate with other natural flavors. What do we got here? On the count of three, boys, I'm gonna need everyone that's watching the epi right now to say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Vaffanculo! Se tutto cazzate. What's happening, boys, and welcome to the first SBC of FIFA 21. That is right, we're looking at Sandro Tonali, his 77 ones to watch card, and I have a few thoughts of it. There's a few players I want to highlight in this episode that feature for the Serie A. I'll give you guys some tips that are going to be starting your Serie A sides as well. You guys know it is a league that is near and dear to my heart alongside the Bundesliga. For one reason being that you can find a bunch of cheap bargain cards, and I think this definitely qualifies as that. It goes for about 7 to 9K. It's an 80 rated squad. 75 chemistry, and at the very worst, you have yourselves a ones to watch card that maybe at some point you can submit into an SBC requiring a ones to watch item, and or if he gets himself an inform, which Milan are playing very well this season. I think they're one of 3 teams in the Serie A that have not conceded any goals. They're currently second place, and for the love of God, Ibra's on the team. So what are we really doing here? What are we talking about? I think he's well worth doing, specifically if you're running a Serie A side, but I'd go so far as to say that he'd be worth doing regardless, given the coin, the stimulus package that all of us are getting. I finished Division 3 on the RTG, got myself 84,000 coins, and on the main I finished Division 4, got myself, I think it was 64, so we all are flush for coins. The advanced SBC 50k packs are giving out, and I don't think there's any real reason not to do this. I mean, look, if you want to be frugal with your coins, if you don't have a crazy coin balance, then maybe I could make the argument that you wouldn't want to do it, but he gets one inform, and he turns into, I think, either 80 or 81, and looks really, really good. Even the 77 looks like a decent starter card, and that's exactly what we're going to find out today. And like I said, Milan are playing well, so I think there's a good chance, you know, does he need to score 1 million goals in the game to get himself the inform? I was having a conversation with Nep last night. You know, it'd be cool if these ones to watches, especially the ones early on, were sort of like the headliner cards where maybe it's like if the team wins 3 or 4 games in a row, it's a one-time upgrade for this Tonali specifically. Like maybe there's some different ways to work ones to watches and stuff like that. But I think 8K is not too much to ask for. But we're going to find out if his card is good as a base. We're going to find out about some of the other Serie A cards. And like I always say, boys, if you guys do enjoy the episodias, drop a Malakia Mad Lad like on the video for this one. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. So he fits the bill for what you're looking for in a defensive mid, medium high work rates. He's got 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, 83 acceleration, which is one of the most important stats for a CDM, one of the 4 most important stats for a CDM. 78 sprint speed is fine. We'll use the anchor chem style to get those 2 stats jacked off. Very decent passing stats for a 77 rated, very decent dribbling stats for a 77 rated, and you guys get the theme, what's going on here right now. It's just a very balanced card for what he is in terms of rating, and then we went ahead and we jacked off some of those defensive stats. Standing tackle goes up to 84, slide tackle goes up to 82, plenty of stamina for his position, and then strength goes up to 89 with 81 aggression as well, with leadership and flair traits to boot. So what we're going to run with is I want to use a couple OP players, and I want to experiment with some things. A lot of people are saying this Hakimi is kind of cracked, given that he's just absolutely rapid. 93, 94, looks like one of the best wingers in game. We've got Malquit, and then we've got 2 slower defenders, but the common theme between the 2 of these guys is they both have 90 plus defensive awareness. I want to see if guys with like the 66, 69, 70 pace can still get it done And I want to see how important defensive awareness is in terms of maybe it negates a little bit of the speed. And then we are going with a cheap beast in the form of Chiesa, who I believe has gone to Juve now. So he should be getting himself a transfer card and looks like a pretty damn good card if you slap the finisher, aka the new sniper, on him. But let's not delay things any further. Let's get into match number 1 with the Malakia Mad Lad. We're going to find out if his card is worth it. And then we're going to find out how a couple of these other guys play. Match number 1, Vafanculo. I see that this is a man of culture. He's got Hwang Hee-chan, he's got himself Rashica, he's got Sabitzer, he's got Delaney. See how Tonali, aka Justin Long, looks on the ball? Yeah, pretty decent, you know? Not the most agile, not the fastest guy, and I think that's really that's the gist of this card. It's not an incredible looking card, but it's certainly a card that's startable for people that are putting together starter squads and has a potential to turn into a lot more. So there's Tonali.
Shit. It's Malakia.
All right, so the instant hard tackle, it's RB and circle.
It's Malakia.
Yes, he is a man. Is that Hwang Hee-chan? God, freaking Hwang Hee-chan, boys. All right, remember what I said about pace.
It's Malakia.
Damn, dude.
It's Malakia. 100% Malakia.
Ojo con este pase y ahora. Y ahí se viene, tiene una chance. ¡Gol! Aquí puede haber peligro.
Did you see the... Okay, referee, thank you. Here we go, Sandro. Lautaro, he's on. Lautaro! What are you doing, lad? God, dude, pace is just so nuts this year. Look at Jerv. Chiesa! Chiesa is... Dude, 78 Chiesa is an absolute G. All you have to know about FIFA 21 right now is pace. So just know that pace is king right now. Look at this. Chiesa. Go on, lad! Bro, he's an absolute G. Federico Chiesa. If you know, you know. It's 3-2 right now, boys. A 78 overall Mad Lad. Nice, there we go, Sandro. All right, now, okay, you want to know what? This was the first day. This was, dude, the first few minutes, we literally just got done with a workout. We're a little bit tired. But now we're ready to go. Okay, that's going to be the long through ball. And I still don't 100% know how to play these opportunities. But I think I'm going to send it there. And I'm going to go Lautaro, and we're going to near post, and that's going to go in. 3-3. Boys, we were down 3-0. And I bet you 90% of you guys in this episode, you were like, oh, this little wannabe Italian. What do I say to you? I say Malakia. C'est tutto cazzate. How can you say I'm a wannabe Italian when I'm sipping San Pellegrino, bro? Little bit of strength from the lad. Nice little pass in. Federico Chiesa with that. And then that rip. Let's go. 4-3, boys. Federico Chiesa. You never seen anything like it before. He just put 4 past him. And we're only 45 minutes into the game. What do you think, I got San Pellegrino arms?
Solo lo advierte el árbitro. Corre con fortuna. Federico Chiesa. Lautaro Martínez. Muy cerca. No se equivocó la hora.
All right, his one miss. I'll cut him some slack on that one. I can't really place exactly what it is, but pace for sure is a huge deal right now. 6 shots, 4 on target. We managed to convert 4. Damn, we were down 3 and we brought it back. In no small part down to a couple key Tonali tackles. In no small part down to the pace of my wingbacks. But more importantly, the prowess and lethality. Vafanculo Malakia lethality of Federico Chiesa in front of net. Very good agility for his rating. I would dare. Okay, no, just gonna chip that. Nope, never mind. Nice. There we go. Decent position from Tonali, and then that's Federico. Look at his defender, and then watch this. The pick and roll. The reason that people are gonna do the Tonali is it's simple. It's simple math. He's cheap enough at 8K or whatever the hell his price is right now. I think it's like 8K or so. He's cheap enough, and he turns into a card that you can use for at least a month and a half especially if you're doing a Serie A squad. Turns into a very, very usable...
Malakia. It's Malakia. 100% Malakia.
A la pelota larga y parece que va a llegar.
God, dude. I'm getting too cheeky, dude. In terms of SBC decisions that we're going to have to make this year, I mean, think about all the cards that we're going to Zwe view over the course of the year. I think this one's pretty much a no-brainer. There we go, Sandro Tonali. He's got a nice... See, and he's also already bounced as is. There we go. The strength of Lautaro. That's all Tonali. And he's going to bang that. Come on, dude. Sorry, what? Nangolan. Look at Kiesa's just... Okay. Federico Chiesa, I think you've made your Federico Chiesa, I think you've made your case for probably the most important player in the Epi, because we have just showcased a 78 overall cheap beast. Showcase a little bit of what Sandro Tonali can do. Again, he's not a guy, the 77 is not a guy you're going to be running in the first weekend league, at least I don't think for most of us. But again, a card that if he gets one in form, he's going to be absolutely cracked. He gets himself 2 goal assists. No shots on target. We didn't rip any with him. Didn't get any shots on target with our 2 CMs because anytime we got possession with Nangolan and Tonali, Lautaro Martinez or Chiesa were already off to the races. 4 goals from Federico Chiesa. Dribbles completed 16 out of 19. Very good there. 17 out of 17 for Nangolan and then 22 out of 29 for Chiesa. And then tackles won 2 out of 5. Again, we were a little bit aggressive with our tackles here because we are trying out that new instant tackle, which is the RB and then circle, which gives you a little bit more of a reach, and you want to be careful with it with inside the box because it's a little bit more aggressive, but it does, if you're able to master it, I think it's going to be one of those difference makers in FIFA 21. So now that we have that in the books, the Sandro Tonali SBC in terms of value, I think it's a 4 out of 5, 8K. The chance of him going from a 77 up to an 80, I don't know exactly what he's going to have to do to get that. Midfielders, it's very hit or miss, but I'm hoping EA recognized the fact that because they did give him a ones to watch card, they should make it, you know, if Milan win and maybe he's not man of the match, but he had an important role, maybe assist or 2, and was good defensively. I think we need to see that Tonali, we need to see that Tonali in form sooner than later, but I think he's relatively safe to do, so I give him a 4 to 5 in terms of value. In terms of on-the-pitch performance for this one, 2.5 out of 5 is a 77 overall. Again, I think he's gonna, depending on how fast this power curve goes, you know, it's really depending on, you know, a few Team of the Weeks in, who knows, maybe we have some CMs and CDMs in the Serie A that are going to overpower him, but again, there's always going to be, you're always going to have that Tonali in your club if you do the ones to watch, where at any moment, he gets that in for, maybe gets 2, maybe gets 3, and he is instantly one of the better mids in the game, no questions asked. I mean, he goes from a 77 to 81, then 81 to like 84 or something like that, so if he gets an 84 for whatever reason, that card will be good for quite some time, given some of the stats that he has already on his base. But that's going to do it for the episode here, boys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Federico Chiesa, I think, was the star of this one. I don't think there's any, there's no if and or buts about that. Like I always say, if you guys did enjoy, drop a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. I will catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Till next time, my bros. Tschüss. Later. Ade.